the new year also means new leadership for the Montgomery County Council, and they have a new president. Joining me now is Council President Andrew Friedson. And Council President, welcome to Capitol Review. You were elected back in 2018 as the youngest council member in Montgomery County history. Years later, fast forward to today, you're now the leader. What does this mean to you?
Well, it's an incredibly humbling opportunity to be able to serve and represent the only place I've ever called home, to be able to follow in the incredible footsteps of some of the great public servants who I have admired and looked up to for many years, and to navigate our county through many challenges as we move forward, as we look to work together with the new administration at the state level, as we grapple with the fiscal and economic challenges that we face in our community, the housing and climate crises that we face. But it's really amazing, and I have to pinch myself every day to have this incredible opportunity that has been provided to me, both by the constituents and voters of Montgomery County, but also by my colleagues, to be able to serve in this role over the next year.
Well, clearly you're proud to call the county home. What are some of the other big issues that are facing residents in Montgomery County right now?
Well, we obviously have a housing crisis that we'll continue to work on. I chair the Planning, Housing, and Parks Committee. This has been a hallmark of my work on the council. And so we'll continue to do that and to try to address those issues to the extent that we can. We have a lot of exciting things happening, including a zoning text amendment that I'm working with the Council Vice President, Kate Stewart, on, that we just introduced, and have the support of all of our colleagues as co-sponsors, to leverage faith-based property and mission-based organizations to help them to streamline the process, to make it easier to build affordable housing on their properties. We're moving forward with some property tax relief for our older adult residents. I have made a commitment, even though I'm the youngest council member and represent the oldest demographic district in Montgomery County, I want to make sure that as we address the issues facing our youngest residents, that we don't lose sight of the fastest growing population in Montgomery County, our older adult population, our 65 and older population. I have introduced a property tax relief for our older adults that's targeted by income, but that expands it significantly from where it has been previously, recognizing that we want to make sure that our community is a place where our older adult population can live for a lifetime and can continue to give back and to reach their full potential, so that our community can reach its full potential.
Can you talk about some other key legislation that you want to focus on this year?
Yeah, we just passed a tree canopy bill on our climate issues, which is really important. We'll be implementing the building energy performance standards legislation that was passed last year. We have to actually figure out how to implement it, and that will be a key area in the committee and at the council. And economic development is a massive issue for me, and something that we really need to work on. I think we need to be bold. I think we need to go big. I think we need to really rethink our historic dynamics in Montgomery County, where we thought we were such a great place that everybody would always want to move here and live here and invest here. We face greater competition than we've ever faced before. We still have the greatest assets of any jurisdiction, I think, anywhere. And we're going to continue to really not just do the things we've always done, but think differently, to attract businesses, to allow businesses that are already here to expand and to carry on that work. Similarly, we have made strides, but have a lot more work to do in early child care and education. This is something that my first year on the council 5 years ago, we set out on an initiative led by then Council President Nancy Navarro. And over a year and a half ago, we passed a bill to create an entity, but we have not met the needs of the community, even keeping up with regional counterparts like the District of Columbia, which is ahead of us when it comes to early child care. It's an economic imperative. It's a moral imperative. We need to make sure that we are stepping up to meet the needs of our community and to meet the needs of our youngest residents, because they are not only our future, they have a significant impact on the way that our community works, the way that our economy can grow right now.
Well, we know crime and public safety always a top priority. Talk about your focus for the upcoming year.
Yeah, well, nothing that we do in county government works unless people are safe. And so public safety has to be at the forefront of everything that we do. We know that there are a lot of concerns. We're working together with our state partners. In fact, I was just on with the House delegation earlier today. The state's attorney was briefing us on the state of play with juvenile justice. We have major challenges in public safety. I have a very close working relationship with our district commander and with the chief of police. We're trying to implement some new technology. We have a drone as first responder program in Montgomery County. It's been rolled out in the Wheaton area and the Silver Spring area. I'd like to see it, if it works, and it seems like it is working up to this point, rolled out in other areas throughout the county. And we have a major issue with recruitment and retention. We need to recruit more police officers. We need to stop the challenge of losing police officers to other jurisdictions or to retirement. And so we're going to need to, fulfill our commitments with funding. We're going to need to fulfill our commitments with continuing to increase police pay and some of the stipends for recruiting new police officers. And we're really going to need to make sure that the safety of our residents is at the forefront of all of the public policy that we do moving forward. We're hearing from our residents, and we know that businesses and residents care a lot about a lot of things, but everything that they care about is centered on them feeling safe, their family feeling safe, and them being safe each and every day.
Montgomery County Council President Andrew Friedson, thank you very much for joining us.